So, what you want to talk about?
Girl, we're going to bring out the big guns.
Oh, we're going for it.
We're going to go. Travis Barker proposes to Kourtney Kardashian.
That's right.
Thoughts?
I mean, I'm here for it. Like, that was like just looking at pictures from how he proposed to her on the beach with all these roses, and like, it just looks so happy. They've only really been dating 9 months. And like, that's what I'm saying. I was telling someone this the other day, like, sometimes when you know, you just know.
Right.
And they knew. But they had also been friends. So, like, he lived next door to them.
Oh.
Like, so they actually were already friends.
So she was sneaking over.
No, she wasn't.
The whole time.
No, she wasn't. They were just friends. And their kids were already friends.
Okay.
So he was already, like, hanging out with her as friends. So he already knew her.
So he'd been secretly crushing on it for years.
Probably. I'm here for it. They're awesome. I was actually like looking at a lot more stuff about them, and like.
So do you think when they said future baby daddies at the VMAs, they actually were already engaged?
Oh, that's another.
And that this was just a reenactment.
That's another controversy, I guess. Is that they already got engaged, but then they made this for like the public. You know, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably because I feel like even though they're out in the public eye, I still feel like they're a low-key couple. Like they keep, you know what I'm saying? Like they keep things to themselves, and they probably wanted to have that intimate moment by themselves.
I heard a vicious rumor.
That it was staged.
A vicious rumor.
That it was staged?
That Hulu picked up the Kardashians.
It's not a rumor that happened.
A vicious rumor that this terrible.
So honestly, it's probably going to be him or her and Travis focused on Hulu instead of Kim.
And that this is basically a stunt to bring awareness to
their show.
The new season of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Again, here for it. I mean, I stopped watching them a long time ago, not because I didn't like them. It's just because I had things going on. I used to watch the show. I'm a fan of the show. Do I think that my family could do it better? Probably. But
there would actually be real fist fights.
Yeah, not these little fake fights that they had where like they threw something and missed. I'm like, you threw that at your sister and missed? And then they started like trying to pull each other's hair. I'm like, nah, we would have been WWE up in this thing. Me and my sisters pulling out the wooden chairs, the what are those chairs called? The little fold up metal chairs. It would have been, oh my god, you threw something at me and you missed. You're such a B-word, blah, blah, blah. It would have been like full blown. But yeah, I'm here for it. Like, I think that they're...
Can you smell
La, 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 la.
what the Mimi is cooking?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
People's elbow!
Ow! Watch the merchandise.
So the bigger question is, who is bringing more clout to the other one? Is Travis Barker bringing more clout to Kourtney Kardashian, or is Kourtney Kardashian bringing Travis Barker along?
We talked about this too. So this has to take me back to the other Kardashians. Okay, so get ready for this theory. So the theory is that, and again, I gotta take it back. So Kim was with Chris Humphries, that nobody basketball star that no one knew about until he started dating Kim and showing up on the show. Then everybody knew who he was. So they only were married for like 72 days, and then it was annulled. So it was like it never happened. And he claimed that Kim was using him for her to be a bigger star. But if you think about it, like I said, no one knew who Chris was. Kim was already established. She had already had her own career. She had already had her, like, on like the 5th or 6th season of her show. Like, she wasn't using him. So here's where I'm getting at. Then Kylie was dating Tyga. She was with him for years, even when she was not supposed to be, when she was like 15 and he was like 19 or 20. Like, that was on the wraps too. But then when she became of age, then they started becoming public. But Tyga wasn't big enough for where Kylie wanted to go. Just like Chris wasn't big enough for where Kim wanted to go. So Kim got with Kanye, who's like one of the biggest rappers in America. Ever. And then, you know, Kylie did the same thing when she went with Travis Scott, who's also a much better artist and well-known rapper compared to Tyga. So they both found men to bring them up. So where I'm getting at is Scott Disick, even though I like Scott Disick because he's crazy as hell, but he was nothing before the Kardashians. He was going to be nothing if he didn't have babies. If, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they didn't have babies together, he wouldn't still be on the show.
I think he would have been successful. He just wouldn't have been famous.
He just wouldn't have been famous like how he is. So Travis Barker is already an established artist and very well known.
Has his own rock label.
All of that. So I feel like she finally found somebody that, one, loves her, obviously proposed to her. This is going to be a shocker too. I'm going to hit you with this in a minute. And I think she's well known again because of her sister, but I think she's going to be taken to another level and be introduced to another thing. Like, I think she was, like I said, she had that little shop with her sisters. It's not little, but she had the shop. I felt like she never really had her own thing like everybody else did. She has a shop online and stuff like that.
She's more like a silent partner, right?
I mean, that's how I perceived her, as the one, like, the laid back, like, I'll be on the show, but I'm not trying to do much except be, like, sarcastic and a mom, and be funny and savage. But, like, the other ones had their own things, I feel like, more than her in comparison. So I think he's going to take her to a different level, for sure. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see it. But
see, what if Travis Barker is really using the clout with the Kardashians to promote his label and all the people he signed on his label?
Did he do that recently?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bunch of people brand new signed to his label.
I mean, he could.
Like your boy Swaco.
Who's that?
Hashtag Swaco.
That's not my boy.
The Paralyzed song.
That's your boy.
Paralyzed.
Okay.
I don't want to live if I'm living without you.
So you think he's using her?
Absolutely. 100%.
Or you think they're using each other?
I think it's like an arranged marriage where it blows it up. Because all of a sudden they're like the it couple that everybody's talking about.
Along with Megan Fox.
Right.
And
Machine Gun Kelly, who's signed to Travis Barker's label.
Is he really?
Yeah.
But, so, it could be, but I really they are really good actors then. Like, and I don't think Kourtney Kardashian is a good actor. Like, I think that she is who she is on the show. In real life. But they look really in love.
I think they've been acting all their lives.
Maybe.
They don't even know who they really are.
But their whole mannerisms, just watching them, it doesn't look fake to me. So I think it's going to be beneficial, but I don't think it's fake. Whereas I think Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, I don't think that's fake. I just think it's like really weird, like awkward, cringy sort of sometimes. Like, they just say some off-the-wall crazy stuff to each other. Like, weird stuff. Like, we do that, but it's like...
You do that.
Yeah.
I
but
say
it's like a different...
weird, and you take it to a whole nother level.
But it's like a different level with them. So that might be a little bit of acting on their part, too. Just to get a reaction out of people. Just say some stuff. Both of them. So it's not just one-sided. They both are doing it back, so it's like weird. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was going to say. So, supposedly, saw this on Snapchat this morning, that, and like I said, I hadn't watched the show, but supposedly Scott had bought a ring for Kourtney back in like 2016, the end of 2016,
Mm-hmm.
and on the show, like, he never gave it to her.
Right.
And then, like, Chloe and Kourtney were digging around the house or whatever, cleaning, and they found it, supposedly found it, and then, like, didn't say anything, and then he came to a dinner and said that I don't know, basically fast forward, they have video of him explaining the situation to Chloe, and Chloe was like, we had no idea that you were going to ask her to marry you. And he was like, yeah, so we talked about it, and like something came up, and basically she said, we'll talk about it later, and then we never talked about it again. So like, I think she kind of already knew that he wasn't going to be her soulmate. Like, you can have, like, basically you can have kids with somebody, but they don't have to be your soulmate. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't necessarily mean they're your soulmate.
No, I don't have any children, so. But
basically, Scott legit said that. Like, said that he had already, like, kind of asked her, but not really. Mm-hmm. And she said no. Well, she didn't really say anything. But Scott also wasn't treating her right. Like, he had cheated on her. So.
But yeah, so Kourtney Kardashian, Travis Barker, engaged. About to be the wedding of the century.
I'm kind of hoping they don't do a big wedding like
It'll
that.
It'll be on Hulu.
Probably.
On the Kardashians.
But I'm hoping they don't I hope they don't go that route. But they look super in love. Travis's kids were super supportive of them getting married or like getting engaged. I think she probably has some, even though she's 41, that's not too old to have kids
they
still.
all froze their eggs, so they'll probably have some kind of surrogate carry the babies if they decide to have children.
I don't know if Kourtney did. She might have.
They all did, I think.
Okay. I know Chloe and Kim did. I'm not really sure about Kourtney, but that would make sense. I could see that. I think that their kids would look super cute. So, I'm happy for her. But I do think it's weird that she's kind of like changing up her style, and she like dresses different, and now she's dating like a rock star.
Yeah, so she's dressing like a groupie.
Not a groupie. Oh my
like
gosh, she does not look like a groupie. But
she's wearing leather and lace.
Here's the thing, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was looking nice. But the thing is with that is that I really do think he's in love with her. Mm-hmm. Like, he got on a plane for her. Do you know what happened with Travis Barker? Year 2008?
Did they have a plane crash?
There was a plane crash, and I think there were 4 or 5 people on it, including himself, and all of the other people died except him. And he hasn't been on a plane since 2008.
Dang.
And he got on a plane with her to go vacation with her. Like, he felt comfortable enough to get on a plane, which he has not flown on a plane since.
Or he was heavily medicated enough.
We could have done that at any time, but he didn't.
Yeah. I got on a plane for you, Cookie.
I know. That's so sweet. First time flying.
Flew to Italy. Met up with you in Rome. So it's not unheard of for men to do stupid stuff for women.
But he just loves her. Like, when you're in love, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. Go Kourtney, go Travis. If you are having a Hulu special, can't wait to watch it. I'll be a fan.
On to the next one. 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 Ha! Body yada 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 yada. Ha!
With that intro, we're talking about Meg the Stallion. So, I was listening to the radio the other day. Yes, still listen to the radio. I drive.
What channel you repping?
It was 101.9.
Oh, the Kiss FM.
That's right.
Shout out.
But they were talking about how Meg the Stallion just signed to, they got her, basically they're creating, Popeyes is creating a sauce for her called like, dang, I wish I knew what it was called. I think it's
Hottie sauce,
Hottie
baby.
sauce, that's right.
Calling it the Hottie sauce, okay? Oh.
They're making up a whole sauce for this woman. And, which is even cooler, Popeyes is going to start selling merchandise to brand that Hottie sauce. And Megan Thee Stallion is going to be an owner of Popeyes. Have her own store, which I thought was super cool. She's not just focusing on her art; she's focusing on business. Like she's investing.
Right, so we got 2 questions. Number 1, better for Popeyes or better for Megan Thee Stallion?
Personally, I think it's good for both because Popeyes. I mean, I haven't heard anything about Popeyes until that chicken challenge happened, that spicy chicken sandwich challenge, which we still have not tried. We've tried all, because we don't have a Popeyes here.
Right, no Popeyes.
We tried all the other sandwiches that came out after the Popeyes chicken sandwich challenge. But
dang, we have to go to Chick-fil-A after this.
That's not a Popeyes though. So I think it's going to be good for Popeyes as far as like branching out and selling merchandise, and you know what I'm saying? And then having an artist like Meg be a spokeswoman for them.
But I also think a spokeswoman, she's just an owner.
She's gonna own it. She's
a franchise owner.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So I also think it's
she has a vested interest
in Popeyes.
Success.
I also think it's good for her because she's branching out more than just doing music. She's focusing on a business aspect too, and being like a businesswoman and owning her own franchise.
Right.
So I think that's awesome. What do you think?
What's that called? Passive income.
Okay. I mean, she might be working there too. I don't know.
So clearly,
look, she's gonna have to make appearances because I would go wherever her Popeyes was just to see if she would be there. Like she's gonna have to show up. Like she can't just not do anything with it.
Obviously, this is better for Popeyes.
Oh, really?
And clearly they started copying McDonald's with this.
Oh, right? Yeah.
McDonald's was coming out with these stars and their own little
meal
twist on McDonald's, right?
Because didn't Travis Scott do a meal?
Oh, yeah. Several different artists did meals at McDonald's.
I remember.
But McDonald's never gave them franchises and never gave them their own sauce.
That's true.
So Popeyes is kind of taking it to a whole nother level of
that's true
influencer marketing.
Yep.
Right, for their brand.
So do we think Meg is going to be here to stay then? Because obviously they're investing in her, sort of, kind of, right? I mean, what happens when she's not relevant anymore?
Then she's still got her franchise.
That's true.
That's
what I'm saying. Good for her. Yep. I'm all for it. In the house. Got Meg in the house. Certified free. 7 days a week.
Certified chicken. 7 days a week.
Wet ass sauce.
Hottie's on fleek.
That was great.
You like it?
Yeah, I did.
Alright. That's cool.
Do you have anything else to say about that? Go Megan. Work it.
So I said they copied McDonald's. That was the second point. Right. And then,
but did it with their twist.
And did it with the twist. You asked it what would happen if she wasn't relevant. I feel like I was going to say something else. I don't remember. Okay. So do you feel like Popeyes chose the right person to go after their target audience? Because if you go by TikTok, who's Megan Thee Stallion's fans?
I mean, TikTok is not just for young kids anymore. Like,
right.
I'm seeing like 30-year-olds on it now. It's like the kids went somewhere else. We gotta figure out where. Because like, I started thinking about it. I'm like, dang, you know what? I haven't seen any little kids dancing. Not little kids, but like high schoolers dancing on my feed lately.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of old people, meaning like 30 and up. So like, I wonder if there's a new platform or something, or the algorithm just knows how old I am and shows me that stuff.
But that's how Megan Thee Stallion blew up, was TikTok, right?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how she blew up, but yeah, they probably, And her being,
And her
partnering
body,
with Cardi B.
yada.
Her partnering with Cardi
where
B.
basically young girls twerk to that song. Body, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
That's basically how she blew up.
Yeah.
So the question is that target audience the same audience as Popeyes?
I think Popeye's looking to just get on the map.
Right.
So they don't care.
Because I mean, this will be like the second viral thing. Basically, Popeyes is done, right? Because they did the chicken sandwich challenge or whatever.
But see, I haven't even looked up anything. Like, I haven't gotten anything that showed me on like an ad or something about her being the new spokesperson or like representative of Popeyes yet. So.
Well, she didn't have to have an ad. All she's got to do is make a post on her social media.
Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't seen anything, but that doesn't mean that there's not there. I just haven't been looking. But yeah, what do you think?
She just signed the deal, inked the deal.
Yeah. I mean...
Well, I think everybody is the target audience for Popeyes because everybody likes some fried chicken. I don't know anybody that doesn't like some sort of fried chicken.
That's true.
Right?
And if you're one of those people that don't, you're weird, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm weird too, but you're just weird.
So...
A different weird.
So I think they got the target audience right. Yeah.
I mean, she's all age groups, really.
Right, yeah. I mean, because
we listen to it. We're
she's got
30
teenagers
something.
all the way to the zennials, you know.
Probably at least 40. I don't know if 50-year-olds listen to it or not.
Right.
I gotta play it for my mom. I'll let y'all know what she says.
Can you do the Hey Google play?
We'll see.
Play music or whatever.
Send it to your mom.
We'll hack your mom's Google.
Oh, if anybody knows how to do that, that would be so entertaining. Please tell me how to do it. If not, I'll just go to her house and do it. Excuse me. But yeah.
So go to Popeyes, get you some Hottie sauce.
Yeah, when it comes out, I'm gonna figure out when it's gonna come out. But I do want to go check it out. Maybe when we're like in a bigger city or something. I feel like Newbern. Does Newbern have one?
Yeah, and so does Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
They're around here, we just don't go there to go to Popeyes.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll let y'all know when we try it. Apparently, the sauce is like a weird sauce. It's like they listed it, and I was like, that's a weird combination. I think dill pickle sauce is in it, and some horseradish flavor.
Right.
I don't know. It sounded really interesting, and that I mean, obviously, I'm going to try it. So, yeah. If y'all try it, let me know what y'all think.
All right. Speaking of TikTok,
yeah,
you heard about these TikTok challenges?
Yeah.
So they got a bathroom challenge where kids go into the bathroom and vandalize bathrooms.
Yeah, kids were doing that anyways.
Thoughts?
Kids were doing that anyways. They weren't stupid enough to videotape it and put it on social media or post it around the school, print it out, and show everybody that they did it.
Right.
So I feel like people.
So basically, everybody put "Call Sally" for a good time,
and no one knew who did it. You know. But Sally knew, because Sally
was getting blown up.
Sally knew. Or Sally was given the blowing ups. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's stupid, honestly. Like, I never even thought to vandalize a bathroom, ever. Like, I just...
Girl, what you was putting out was vandalizing the bathroom. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. I never thought to write something in the bathroom. I definitely left my mark in the bathroom, you know, other ways. But, I mean, I just feel like it's stupid. There's also, like, a challenge where, like, kids are going into the bathroom and piercing body parts. Like, they're buying those piercing kits off of Amazon and filming. Like, I saw one where the girl filmed through the nose part. I forgot what the septum piercing.
Yeah. Do you think whoever made that kit made that go viral like that? Try to make it go viral, pay people to do it.
I mean,
and then it started a trend, and then he sold a bunch of his kits, he or she.
I just think people can get whatever they want to on Amazon now.
Right. And
it's cheaper. Honestly, if I was 17, okay, I was not 17, I was 19, but my sister pierced my nose for me in the bathroom with a needle, like a sewing needle, and then used an earring to poke through it. If I had a kit that did it, like, I would have bought the kit from Amazon for cheaper than paying, if it was cheaper than paying a tattoo person to do it.
Right.
I probably, well, no, honestly, that was the whole point of me doing it, because my sister had already pierced her nose herself. Her nose didn't fall off. I gave it like a year, 2 years, to see if her nose would fall off or get infected. It didn't. So I was like, okay, you could do mine then. So I don't have to pay for someone to go do it. So I don't even know if I would technically buy a kit to do that. If I bought the kit, I might as well just go get it done by a professional and be done with it. But I hope that if I had kids one day and they said, Mom, at 16 or 17, they said, Mom, I want to pierce my nose like you, I'd be like, let's go. Like, let's go get it done. That's what you want to do? Like, I'd rather than include me than do it behind my back. Or do it, like, unsafe.
Right. In
a bathroom where all these dirty people are. Like...
How do you feel?
When I went to the bathroom in high school, I went to go to the bathroom. Like, I went to pee. I did not go to vandalize stalls, do nasty things in the bathroom, pierce my body, do drugs, smoke, drink. I went to pee. And if you were one of those people blocking my stall, I was beating on that door because I was probably within seconds of wetting myself. Because I drank so much water.
I know this is off subject, but since we're talking about bathrooms.
Oh, God, what?
Did you see where that couple got arrested for banging in the Panthers stadium bathroom?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, bro,
they were in the men's, and there's only 2 stalls in the men's.
Did you have to? No, hold on. Didn't you have to take a dump at the Panthers game?
No.
Oh, okay. But how pissed would you be if you had to take a dump?
And there was only 2 stalls, and then a couple was in there banging in the middle of the game.
You should have brought them. You should have brought him to the men's bathroom. Like, come on, get real. Or the women's bathroom. She should have brought him to the women's bathroom.
Right.
I mean, he kind of looked like a woman. Just put a little cap on, put his head down, and let it keep moving. Like, there's 45 stalls in the women's bathroom at the Panthers game.
But anyway, that just came up because we were talking about the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're doing stuff like that. Like, come on now.
That's the level of stupidity. How about this one? The slap a teacher challenge.
I saw one student slap a teacher, and that teacher looked dumb because he just stood there because he can't put his hands back. But then people started duetting that? Is it duetting?
Yeah.
A duet, whatever. They started to do a duet to it, and then they were like, basically like, we grew up, and this like 30-something-year-olds, we grew up with Nuck If You Buck. Like, they were like, we will hit you back. Like, do not even play. I will fight you. And if you hit me, I'm throwing hands right back at you.
So did you see where they did it to a security officer? The security officer beat the kid's ass?
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Like they legit went at it.
Like nowadays you're not even supposed to put your hands on a student though.
That kid deserved it. I mean, that's a cop. That's that's different.
Oh, dang. Not a security guard then. It's called something else.
It's a sheriff where we're at, but...
It's called something else. A school
Resource officer.
Resource officer. Yeah, that's a legit police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So
he deserved everything he got.
If again, I might feel different about when I have kids or if I have kids, but I really feel strongly about this in particular. If my kid slaps a police officer, put his behind in them cuffs, put him in the back of the truck or the car, bring him downtown, and let him sit there and let him not eat lunch, because I'm sure that would be the bigger punishment out of everything. Don't hit. I mean, you can hit him back with whole food for my future child, and they will be upset, and they will ever think about doing that again. Just giving permission for the future, but.
So you just think all these TikTok challenges are stupid?
I mean, these kids are asking to get either their behind beat, or for people to tell them that they're stupid. Like,
yeah. If you're gonna blow up doing something stupid, at least promote something.
Right. What are you promoting?
What are you promoting? Nothing. At least say, I'm slapping this teacher for such and such awareness. Pat,
right. Do something.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like, at least.
Or get paid to do it.
Yeah, at least get paid to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, me and Cynthia were talking about this before. Like, people used to mix a bunch of foods together, and they would pay me $5 to eat it.
Right.
Like, they would put it in a ranch cup, and they put all this stuff in it, and they'd be like, "I pay you $5," and then I would do it. Shoot, I'm like, "Show me the money." Okay, so I'm doing it not for free.
Right.
Just like Cynthia, she has a false eye, so she said she used to pop it out on the school bus, and kids would pay her.
Right.
Like. That's amazing. Like, that's an entrepreneur. We are entrepreneurs. And that's when, I mean, I already knew we were going to be best friends forever, but that's when we best friends for real. Do it for some money.
Right.
Do it for a purpose. Not just so you could be on TikTok when everybody's commenting you're stupid.
Right. You're not getting any followers for being stupid. Right.
I mean, they probably are, but it's still stupid. And what other stupid thing are you going to do next? Like, you have to continue the stupidity. So, that's my thought process on that one.
Alright, so scale of 1 to 10 of stupidity, it's a 10 stupidity.
Yep.
Got it. So Venom just came out in theaters.
That's all I have to say about that.
What'd you think of the movie?
What did you think of the movie, Pookie?
So
I like the villain.
So you thought, was it Woody Harrelson?
Yeah. I think it was
what played a good
excuse me. Psychopath? Yes, I did.
Woody
Harrelson, are you like that in real life? Because low-key, like, that looked too
He always plays a good psychopath.
He really does. That's what I'm saying. Low-key.
He looks like a psychopath.
That's what I'm saying. Low-key, is he really one? Because he plays them really well.
Yeah, so he played Carnage really well.
Yeah. I liked it from what I can remember of it. I thought it was funny.
So I'm asking this because you're a Gemini. You know, you got multiple people in your head, really.
Do I feel like that's how my life is?
Yeah, where you're just talking to yourself.
All the time.
All the time. But
All
like,
the time.
But like two different people. Like,
no. I know I'm one person. But a part of me like wants to do something. That's why I'm so indecisive, I feel like. Because I can see...
It was like, come out right now. I'll let you eat everybody.
That's me in a group of people when I'm exhausted, and it's like, you know, you got some personality left in there. Bring it out, and you're like, okay, fine, I'm here. And then you go home and you crash because you're so tired that you let that party person come out. But then, really,
careful for spoiler alerts if you hadn't seen the movie. So we're gonna go into the movie a little.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, I just did.
About what? Woody Harrelson?
He was like, everybody, humanity, whatever.
I feel like that's normal for that.
You thought it was in the trailer?
Yeah, I think that was in the trailer. I think that was in the trailer. But, I mean, we are maybe doing some
be careful for
spoiler alerts.
I mean, I'm going to talk about the ending, so it's definitely going to be a spoiler.
Dang.
But.
Dang.
So anyway, you thought the movie was good?
It was good. It was good. Honestly, like, I'm going to be honest with you, I probably need to see it again because when we go to the movies, we normally sit in the same spot in all the movies. So I'm like, this is bad. I don't feel like I ever used to be like this until I met you, sort of. Where, like, you go to the restaurant, you order the same thing almost all the time.
Yeah.
We go somewhere, we sit in the same spot all the time. So it's like, it weirds us both out. Like, if our table isn't available,
right?
Like, it weirds us out. Like, we have to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So, us going to the movies, we had to sit in the back. Yeah. We had to sit in a spot we didn't like, so I was already uncomfortable. There was 2 people already coughing around us. And the movie theater was packed. Like, we hadn't seen it this packed since before COVID.
Right.
So, I was already uncomfortable. So, I think I was kind of focused on being uncomfortable. More so.
Because this was one of the first movies that didn't come out on a streaming service. Right?
Yep. So, I don't think we were expecting how busy it was going to be. So, that's why, I mean, shout out if y'all are like that. If you're all like that, let me know in the comments because we're kind of like that. So I was I felt like I was distracted sometimes from the movie. So
yeah, so Venom only came out in the movie theater, so everybody that wanted to watch it actually had to go to the theater to watch it.
And we saw it the day it opened up.
So
I'm pretty sure. Did we see it on a Friday?
No, we saw it Thursday.
Thursday. Night. Okay, so the first showing, yeah. So yeah.
But so was this movie as funny as the first one?
To be honest with you, I don't remember the first one very much, so I don't know.
I feel like this one was funnier because it was like the dynamic of what it would be actually like realistically what it would be like to have like an alien in your brain. Like I feel like that acting, that portrayal, of somebody in your brain like that.
Is that how it was
spot on
in the first one?
That it wasn't as clear outlined like that. Like,
okay.
Like it was clear differences in this one.
Okay.
Right. But it showed like what. So like Carnage is a lot stronger symbiote than Venom, but the host and Venom were together
in sync.
Whereas Carnage and Woody was not in sync. They had 2 different agendas, and that became their weakness. So it just showed that when you do stuff together, you're more powerful than if you're doing stuff separated.
That's what I'm saying. America needs to start taking notes when they go see movies. Because it's been very clear.
We're very powerful together, absolutely.
Yeah. But there's been a lot of
that's why they
lessons.
keep trying to divide us, right?
There's been a lot of lessons in movies lately. So, I mean, I liked it. Who's the guy that plays the main character?
Tom Hardy.
I think he's easy on the eyes, but in my personal opinion.
Well, I mean, this picture makes her look ugly, but she's beautiful in this.
Michelle Williams is pretty. She just has like that platinum hair. That's not really.
It's like weird.
That's not like a good shot of her. Anyway. I don't think.
Yeah, so Tom Hardy is the main character. And I think he's going to get awards for playing this character, in my opinion. Like, he did a really great job. Him and Woody both did a great job.
I think Woody would probably get an award. But we saw the villain. I don't know if we're switching topics, but we saw The Last Duel, and that's definitely getting awards.
Maybe.
You don't think
it
so?
had mixed reviews, I guess. Well, yeah, we loved it.
It was really good. I was not expecting it. Like, I like that it was
the three different. You like the three different perspectives.
Like that, you can 100% see how that was a book.
Yeah. Like
just like The Girl on the Train, like that was written like a book. They made into a movie. There's another book that The Invisible Man. Like it just had so many layers to it.
Right.
Like it was really good, and it had like amazing actors in it. You know, you got Ben Affleck, Matt Damon,
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. Like he's.
So it's got Matt Damon,
Ben Affleck,
and Adam Driver.
Yep. And they're all great actors. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the actress that played Guinevere.
Guinevere.
What's that her name? Guinevere? Marguerite?
Guinevere.
What does it say? That's not her.
It is.
No, it's not. Yes, it is.
Jodie Comer.
Jodie Comer, yeah. She was good too. She was also in that movie with Ryan Reynolds recently called Free Guy, and she did good in that too. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed that movie. I've been enjoying some movies lately. It's not just for the popcorn, it's for the movie too. What's another one? We saw Addams Family, that was great.
Addams Family 2 was okay.
I liked it. It was cute. Nick said it was slow.
The satire was good.
Yeah,
it was funny.
It was funny.
But
it was cute.
But yeah, it was definitely slow.
Nate thought.
I really don't. If it was written for kids, I really don't feel like it would have kept a kid's attention.
Probably not. I don't think it was written for a kid, to be honest. I think it was written for like the older generation to see that's what the Addams Family looked like in the older generation.
Right.
Like when it first came out in like the.
I felt like the villain was weak.
Yeah. It was just an interesting. They went a very interesting direction with that. Mm-hmm. Like tried to make Wednesday Addams feel like she wasn't an Addams.
Right.
To steal her idea. Spoiler alert. We should put that out on all of them. But try to steal her idea because they're very inventive. I thought it was cute. But it's like looking at her and seeing who she is and her family. Like, I can't believe. It's like all of us question, like, are we really from these people? Like, because sometimes you just can't relate to them. But seeing as an outsider's perspective, she definitely was Adam. So she should not have ever even questioned that.
Right.
That James Bond movie.
So No Time to Die.
Oh my gosh,
the movie was super long. Number one.
It was too long. It could have been cut in 2 hours. They tried to drag this on for 3 hours.
Let's say the action I felt was very weak. The fight scenes sucked. Like,
yeah,
it was very.
Nate was falling asleep. I thought the movie was good. They just dragged it on too long.
Like when they finally got, to the villain versus Bond, like you were just like, please, one of y'all kill each other, please, and end this so I can go pee. Like,
right. I even got up and went and got us snacks.
But for whatever reason,
like
several of these movies are going well over 2 hours lately.
Yeah, like what is up with that? I don't understand. Like why can't we make? I know I appreciate the detail and attention to details, but like I feel like storytelling shouldn't be. If it's not necessary to make the movie better, like why put it in there?
Right.
And I feel like a lot of people are doing that. I don't understand that, but what else? But Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah. So what'd you think of the Many Saints of Newark?
I liked it a lot.
We liked it so much that we started watching The Sopranos again.
Yep, for sure. And it's like all it's making sense. Like pieces of it are coming together. Because, I mean, it's not that it didn't make sense. Like we could have not watched The Sopranos like we did and watch that movie. But it was so good. Like, it just made me want to rewatch it. So yeah, we're rewatching it right now. We're on season 2. Yeah, we're on season 2 right now, rewatching. And it's so good. And, Tony Soprano, R.I.P. He's amazing. He was such an amazing actor, and it's such a shame that he's no longer here. But because I feel like he would have been great in a lot of other things too. But yeah, it's so good. We're watching it. I remember watching bits and pieces of the show, but not to the extent.
I think people just relate to the code of the mafia, right?
Oh yeah, like don't be a snitch, you end up in a ditch.
Yeah, stuff like that.
We taught our niece that. Because she was tattletaling on everybody.
Well, it's just like, you take care of your family.
Your family could be your immediate family and the family that you create.
That's right.
You always got each other's back. And
so
if stuff goes down,
one of you goes down,
you're not bringing everyone.
The family takes care of people you care about. Right?
Good Italiano principles.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a code of honor, basically. So, I feel like people relate to that. People relate with you having a choice, right? So you have a choice whether to go one route or another in life. Right? You can go be the bad boy doing the bad stuff, or you can be the good kid. And even in this movie, they're still pushing college. Right? So the doing good was going to college.
In the movie or in the show?
Both.
Okay, yeah.
Both.
Because I was going to say, it's interesting to see, and that was that the show was taking place in the 2000s. 1999 was the first season that it aired. So it's interesting to see what 1999 philosophies are compared to fast forward 20 years from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From then. College was being pushed for sure. But in that situation, I felt like he just wanted his kids to go to college because he never finished college. Like, I don't think it was it's basically giving your kids something you never had, and that's kind of the reason, honestly, why I went to college, because I would be the first person in my family to go to a university.
Right.
Like, my parents wanted me to experience something they didn't have, they didn't do.
But it was ingrained in TVs, movies, radio.
During that time, for sure. Yeah. But
so they were pushing that heavy in that movie.
For sure.
Well, I guess this just ended up being like a big potluck of the movies we've seen.
I mean, might as well.
Alright, so of those movies, which one would you call the best?
Out of the ones we just talked about?
The ones we watched, this summer.
The whole summer?
Yeah, which one you like the best?
Ooh.
Black Widow.
Yeah, that was going to be one of mine.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah,
we had to look. We got an AMC app, y'all, so we're looking through. Cry Macho was crap. I'm sorry. The Protege was weird, it was still good. We saw a lot of movies.
Free Guy was probably in the top two.
Top two. With Ryan Reynolds.
Jungle Cruise was good.
For sure. I thought Cruella was good too. That
was like pre-summer though, right? That was like May.
Maybe.
Alright, so top three: Black Widow, Jungle Cruise,
and not in that particular order.
Free Guy,
and a bonus. You want to do a bonus?
No, that's good enough because that's way past the summer. So.
And The Last Duel was pretty good.
So I felt like Free Guy was like original, but also like, so they had done stuff where you're in like a fantasy world before,
but not to this level.
Not to this level.
It was good.
The level of humor in that movie was just. I mean, Ryan Reynolds kills humor, so.
I really don't want to spoil it because you only could see it in the movie theater.
Yeah.
So you should definitely go see it. Get yourself some popcorn.
I think it's so good that people were this still being played in the movie theater.
It is, yeah.
Like 4 months later.
Get yourself some popcorn. My AMC investor on Robinhood needs to go up. That stock needs to go up. Go visit AMC. Get you some popcorn. Don't be sneaking in them candy. Get a drink. Get a candy. Get a popcorn. We need AMC to keep going up.
Or at least stay around and give you a dividend. It'd be fine.
I want it to go up. Shoot.
But
Shoot.
alright, that's gonna be it for movies, I guess, for the summer, or whatever we've seen.
Well, now that we're talking about movies, let's go ahead and talk about Scarlett Johansson and what she was going through.
So most of these movies this summer, they released in the theater and streaming at the same time. So
which was a new thing.
How actors are paid is they're paid a percentage of how many box office tickets they sell, right? But if they're doing both of them at the same time, you're basically taking ticket sales away from the box office, right?
Right.
So Scarlett Johansson decided, well, she's not getting paid appropriately since they decided to stream it, that the stream should count as ticket sales.
100% agree with her.
Right? So
But
she sues Disney to do that. Well, Scarlett and Disney settled lawsuit over Black Widow.
Law school.
Oh, lawsuit, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't know if that was a word.
Scarlett Johansson and Disney settled their lawsuit over Black Widow.
But she was fighting them because they didn't want to pay her. And, like, good
The
for
question,
her. Huh?
Should stars be compensated the same if movies are released to streaming services?
Yes, and I think that because it was such a new thing, like, unless someone stood up for that, then it would have, you know what I'm saying? She paved the way for future actors and actresses to get paid fairly.
Here's what Disney's doing stupid, right? So when you go to a movie, you get to see that movie one time.
Right.
Right? Whereas when they're doing the streaming service, they are buying that movie forever. So to me, that's stupid. Like, if they got a family plan, like, charge them the $29, they get it for a week. I mean, and then make them re-buy it again when they want it on DVD or whatever it comes out in. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, our DVD.
Because so Disney Plus is like basically screwing themselves. So instead of getting the fee twice, they're only getting it once. Right? So it doesn't make any sense to do it.
And then they're not paying they're just relying on the stream. How many people sign up for that streaming service?
Right, so they got like $160 million from the streams, and like $160 million from the box office. How
do they know that number for the streaming?
Because that's how many
people bought it.
So it was $29.
Because like I could buy it for $29, invite my whole family and friends, and have
so it's just the amount of money. It's not the amount of ticket sales. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah, so I don't think that's right either.
You know.
And how many people share people's accounts? Like,
right.
You know, it's really doing the actors and Disney, like you said.
But I understand why Disney was doing it, because they're just trying to bail themselves out.
They're just trying to make money during COVID.
They got a $100 million movie. Like,
they didn't think about the actors and actresses in that situation. They thought about themselves.
Well, they had already paid them, right? So they're just trying to get their money back. I get it, but Scarlett is basically giving them 10 years of her life.
For sure.
To that character. So, for them, they basically stole
money from her.
Yeah. So
good for her.
But I'm glad they were able to settle it and come into an agreement.
Right. Like I said, she paved the way for future actors and actresses to get paid appropriately.
Because basically anything that Warner Brothers made, all of that's streaming on HBO Max. So. And you can see which ones, when we go to the movies, you can see which ones are actually doing better. Yeah, it's the ones that aren't streaming, there's people there watching it. Which, I understand people feel like, they're risking death by going to see the movie, but that's just not, anyway.
Anyways, we're risking it. Just kidding.
I mean, we basically got private theaters. Like, we're basically like the only ones in there. There might be one other couple in there while we're watching the movie. It's like,
besides that one time when Venom came out,
right?
And we were late to the movie. We weren't late. Like, we didn't miss anything. We went in.
No, there was two shows. There was a 6 o'clock and a 7 o'clock. It was 6:20. We were like, let's just go to the 6 o'clock.
Right.
Don't worry about that.
We normally get there early so we can have a seat, eat some popcorn, chill, watch the previews, figure out what we want to go see next. But we're like, well, we're tired, so we can't wait till 7 o'clock. Let's just try to go to that movie. But yeah, for sure.
But yeah, actors and actresses should be paid for the streams if they're going to be doing stupid stuff, like not charging you twice for a movie. Like,
for real,
it doesn't make any sense.
It makes 0 sense. Go Scarlett. You go, girl. All right,
All right, so let's finish out the movies, and then that'll be it for this episode. What you say?
Okay, that's perfect.
All right, so
I wanted some dinner.
The new movies coming out in the fall and winter. Which ones are you looking forward to? Here's the list: Dune, Eternals, Dune, Eternals, Ron's Gone Wild, Last Night in Soho, Halloween, Ghostbusters, Encanto, The Matrix, and Spider-Man.
All of them.
You're looking forward to all of them.
Yeah, you forgot the Jackass movie. I want to see that too.
Okay, Jackass, yeah.
I literally laugh every time that preview comes on. Like, I laugh, and it's just funny every time.
Right.
Like, every time. I laugh. I already know what's going to happen, and I still laugh every time, out loud.
I'm pretty sure every time that pitcher hits the guy in the nuts,
I crack up. I'm cracking up.
Even though he's got a cup on.
That still hurts. Let me put a cup over you and throw a ball.
I know. I
there.
used to be a catcher. I understand.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts.
It just doesn't damage anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to take a timeout when someone does that.
You gotta walk it off a little bit.
Okay. I was just curious about that.
So you're most looking forward to Jackass?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, that's just... that's
the preview that's more memorable.
Yeah. I think the Eternals is going to be funny. I mean, not funny. My bad. Eternals is going to be good.
So Dune is actually like a remake from the 80s, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I learned that today.
I don't even know what that's about. It looks like a desert and...
They're like
trying to conquer each other.
You get some kind of extra... Like, you get some extra abilities because of what's on the planet or something. But...
Interesting.
I think if Jason Momoa wasn't in it, like, nobody would even be interested in the movie.
There's another famous guy in it.
Their previews just look boring.
Yeah, it does look boring. It doesn't really tell you much about it.
Right. It doesn't explain, like, what's going on, basically.
But we're still going to go see that.
Right.
Because we get the 3 movies a week. Oh, the Soho one. That looks creepy, and I want to see it. It's like about this girl who dreams about this other girl and like basically solves her murder 40 years later by dreaming and becoming this girl in her dream. And then it just looks really good. Like, I want to see it. That probably, like, if that's not a book, then definitely should be a book.
I think they're kind of being lazy with Ghostbusters, like remaking Ghostbusters.
Because there was already 3 of them, so it's like...
But I guess The Matrix the same way. Even though everybody really wants to see The Matrix. I'm not really excited about Ghostbusters, but I am excited about The Matrix.
How many Matrix movies were there, though?
3.
Oh, okay, so it's the same amount.
Yeah.
Well,
so
Matrix
like
isn't as
they're
old.
Gonna have 3, they're going to have probably another trilogy of the
Matrix isn't as old as Ghostbusters.
Right.
So maybe that's why more people are excited about it.
And I think everybody's kind of interested to see what this multiverse is going to be for Spider-Man.
Oh, I want to see that.
And since Venom's end scene basically set up the Sinister Six to fight Spider-Man in the multiverse,
it's going to be pretty good.
I think that's kind of what they were kind of going for with Venom, because Venom's basically off in its own little thing. Like, it's different than the original Venom, because, you know, the symbiote is like attached to Spider-Man, Peter Parker, before it gets to Brock in the original. So this whole Venom spinoff has been kind of different. So it's very clear that it's kind of the multiverse.
Right.
Right. It's a multiverse version of Venom. So then that's going to go and be in the Sinister Six and fight Spider-Man, which is going to be pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited about Spider-Man, to be honest. But that's all the way in December.
December is only a month away. It's October 20th today.
Yeah.
So December is legit
It's
a
like
month.
40-something days.
You're going to blink and it'll be your birthday.
Yeah, you better get ready, girl.
What are we doing?
Whatever. Make it happen. Make it happen.
You just want to spend time with me for ourselves? Whatever.
But those are the movies that are coming out. Those are the ones we're excited about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Nate.
I'm Meredith.
And this is the So What You Want to Talk About podcast.
So, what you want to talk about?
Make sure you like,
comment,
subscribe,
share with a friend, buy some products,
and tell us what you want to talk about on the next episode of the So What You Want to Talk About podcast. Make sure you check out Ensorsale.com, get you an American-made t-shirt.
Woo woo.
New designs every week.
That's right. Nate is just designing. He's in the shop.
Shout out to Savannah for the new designs that are up there. She had the ideas.
Go Savannah.
I just created them.
Woo.
Which I can do for you. I can make any custom shirt you want.
Yeah, he can.
So
request him.
we got no minimum orders, so it can be from one shirt to as many as you can think of.
That's right.
So
and y'all can buy my book if you hadn't already. Appreciate it.
London and the Googly Goo.
Hopefully I'll have another one coming out. I'm hoping before January. We'll see.
Okay.
I need to get started.
It started. Oh, it's gonna be out in January. Okay.
I'm putting it into fruition.
That's right. Oh, you heard it first here on the podcast. Meredith's writing another book.
I'm doing it.
So
I just got nervous and I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. Anyway.
You're always hungry.
You're right. You're right. Anyway, So What You Want to Talk About podcast, signing out.
Bye.
Peace.
Take the piece back.
No, don't do it.